Hey guys, Lauren Robinson here, led by Love Lauren, your wellness advocate. And today we are going to get into part one of a two-part series, which is how to reduce the toxic load in your body, which is what we're getting into today, and then how to reduce the toxic load in your home. And you'll see I'm posted up in my living room / workspace, and I'm so proud to say that I have reduced successfully the toxic load for sure in my body and in my home, and I can definitely tell the impact now. Sometimes when I go down the aisles at the grocery stores, I get really impacted by some of the smells, and of course they're chemical laden and fragranced. So anyways, back on track. It's just something I'm very passionate about and proud of, because it does take time as you begin to peel back these layers of your life to create a happier, healthier you. And so when we're talking, I want to get crystal clear. When we're talking about how to reduce the toxic load in your body, what do we actually mean? And it's this: your body has natural processes in place to, you're automatically detoxing, right? All the time. It's part of your body's natural process. So what we want to do is actually create an environment that enhances your body's ability to do that, right, with ease. How can we create a path of least resistance? There are 80,000 known toxins in the US. So let that sink in for one moment. And many of these have not been studied for their long-term health impacts on humans, on animals. And that's huge. So when you're considering natural solutions and how you can begin to reduce your exposure, because you're going to get exposed, right? If you walk outside, you're getting exposed to environmental toxins. But how can you begin to reduce the load? So, oh, and I will say, when we're talking about toxins, things that we are referring to is heavy metals, pesticides, fertilizers, toxic molds, these types of things, right? So we're going to talk about 3 different ways in which you can easily, it doesn't have to be climbing a mountain, but you can easily begin to reduce the toxic load in your body. And so step 1, and I want to also share this health pyramid here, so bear with me. Let's see. Okay. You guys should be able to see the wellness pyramid now. And, here's our wellness pyramid. And right at the bottom is eating right. That's step 1, literally step 1. And so we can eat right by eating healthy, wholesome foods, whole grains, eating your fruits, eating your vegetables, keeping it simple, reducing fried foods, things like that. And then if you're trying to take it actually a step further to begin to reduce the toxin intake that you might be getting, that you're definitely getting if you're eating non-organic produce, what you can do is begin to invite organic produce into your shopping cart. And 2, I know sometimes organic stuff can be expensive, and there are some ways around that, and I'll share a couple quick tips that work for me. So I go to the Environmental Working Group, EWG, and you can look up their Dirty Dozen list. So what this is it is a list of the 12 most toxin-laden non-organic foods, right? So you want to look at that Dirty Dozen list and basically select or not select those items. Alternatively, you could look at the Clean 15, which is another list in which, these are the cleanest of the non-organic. So then you can begin to buy organic off of that Dirty Dozen list, and then begin to buy perhaps, you know, if you're on a budget, you do buy some non-organic stuff, but off of that Clean 15 list. So that's a little sneak peek, a little tip for when you're going shopping you may want to consider, really helpful. Also, I like to go to the farmer's market. I go to the farmer's market about 15 minutes before it closes. I just shoot down. I already know what I'm going to hit. If you've never been before, maybe go a little bit early, scope out what you want. And then usually at that point, the farmers do not want to put their produce back on the truck, right? So you have an opportunity, and I usually end up making a deal, and now they've come to expect me there every Sunday in Hillcrest. So if you have a locals farmers market that you have access to, definitely go there and then ask them, you know, where does your produce come from? How is it grown? Things like this. So you can, that's step one, is your food, right? Eating right. Okay. And then step two, and we're going to talk more about this comprehensively in part two, which is how to, and we'll get into specifics, eliminate the toxins in your home. So getting into things like your household cleaners, right? Your everyday face care, skin care, beauty products, things like that. All of these are also, unfortunately, toxin laden, and you may want to go ahead and download a free app. It's called Think Dirty, and I highly recommend it. What you can do is you can scan all of your beauty products in your bathroom. You can scan your cabinet, and then you can see actually the carcinogens that are contained within each of the products, and it will tell you on a scale from 1 to 10 how toxic those are. So you can just begin to get a better picture, get educated on what is currently in your home. So that's one way to begin to create awareness, and we'll dive deeper into specifics of how you can reduce the toxic load in your home. But for the purposes of this video of reducing toxins in your body, that's one way, right? And simple things such as knowing that your feet are the most absorbent place on your body, super thin skin. That's why you can see your veins through the bottoms of your feet. And if you apply oils there, they get applied very rapidly into your bloodstream. It's direct path. So we even say if you rub peppermint oil on the bottom of a baby's foot, that you can taste it within their pacifier in like 60 seconds. So really quite effective. But if you apply that same idea to the some chemical laden brand, I'm not going to name brands here, but if you imagine what might be happening when you walk barefoot on your floor that you just cleaned, what are you absorbing into your body? And there's other things that you can do, and I'm looking to see if I have my On Guard. Oh, here it is. I was like, where's my On Guard? So we have a protective blend On Guard, and I like to make my cleaning products with this. And in fact, doTERRA has a whole line, a cleaner concentrate, and you can do your laundry detergent, things like that. I make my own sink scrub, and you'll see that recipe in the next video. But this is a protective blend, okay? So you've got your wild orange, clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and rosemary, and these are all high ORAC. ORAC, so that's super high antioxidant content. You often hear about that with those delicious acai bowls that we eat for our health. So same thing here, right? And you can begin to apply that topically. You can use it as an alternative cleaner in your household because it's antimicrobial and antifungal. And so lastly, again, we're getting into those 3 pathways, which is beginning to try to incorporate organic foods, reducing the toxic load in your home, considering your cosmetic, your household cleaners, and then also enhancing your body's ability to detoxify via nutrition and supplementation, right? So there's certain things that we can add in to help our body's natural process, which is most commonly vitamin C, right? Many of us have heard of this before, to keep the body functioning at an optimum level, as well as your milk thistle. And so there's a couple things that we need each and every day, all of us as human beings, and it's, you know, food nutrient complex. We need cellular support to support our mitochondrial function, the function of our cells, which provide us energy and vitality, as well as omegas, right? And so doTERRA has a beautiful product that is, I absolutely am in love with it. The Microplex, this is that food nutrient complex, and I don't think that you guys would be able to see, but look at this long list of everything that's in there. And so we've got vitamin A, C, D, E, K, B12, B6, calcium, iron, iodine, zinc, magnesium, the list goes on. We've got a proprietary whole foods blend in here, which has kale, dandelion, broccoli. Earlier, I forgot to mention, you also want to begin to incorporating detoxifying foods. So not only the organic foods, but the detoxifying foods, which are going to be the ones like I just mentioned. That's what made me think about it. The broccoli, the kale, the dark leafy greens, those are going to really help to detox your liver, such as lemon essential oil in the water, or fresh lemon in your water in the morning. And so, yeah, we've got an enzyme blend as well as a tummy tamer. I know some people tend to get an upset stomach when you take your multi, but we've got you covered here. And then also, this is that cellular vitality complex, right? So check this guy out. This is the Alpha CRS. This is amazing. It has frankincense in it, the milk thistle, the green tea, super high antioxidant, pomegranate, has always been known for abundance and health. And I love that, with that analogy with pomegranate, because you think about the abundant amount of seeds that come out, and it's super good for you. We've got some ginkgo, coenzyme Q10, and the same thing with the, and I'm just listing off a few, right? There's a whole list. We've got turmeric as well. But this is going to help to support your cells. So just making sure, even if you are eating organic, and even if you are doing your best to get the leafy greens, it's hard, right? We're humans. How do we get all of the maximum amount of vitamins and minerals that you need every single day? For me, I like to know that I'm covered and that I'm supporting my body optimally. And then lastly, you've heard about the, needing the fish oils. We've got the omegas here. We've got some plant-based omegas as well. And they do have a vegan version of this for anybody who's vegan. This is the non-vegan one, because I am not vegan. But yeah, we've got all the good ones here, the EPA, the DHA. This is your brain food, right? This is what keeps brain functioning at optimum levels. The GLA, more pomegranate. So that's a lifelong vitality kit, those three oils together. And that's really going to just enhance your body. It's not going to treat or cure any disease. Only really you can take control of your health and just try to live the best in your body that you can. And so this is one way that you can help to support those natural processes and begin to reduce the body's toxic load as a whole. And I hope that you found these three pathways helpful, informative. Of course, we always I welcome any questions that you may have, and I don't want to keep you guys too long, so I'm going to go ahead and jump here. But be on the lookout. Part 2, we're going to dive a little bit deeper in how to reduce the toxic load in your home. And I'm going to be offering up a secret recipe of mine. I've actually never revealed it before, but it brings me a lot of joy every time I go to clean my sink. And I could go really deep into the amount of bacteria in your sink right now, but I will spare you. So have a great rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in. Bye, guys.